Hi, my name is Robin Risky, and I work for the Department of Health in Brattleboro. I am a proud VSEA member, and I wear a lot of hats for the union. I serve as the president of the chapter in Brattleboro, and I also serve on the VSEA Council and the Board of Trustees. Today I'm speaking with you as a VSEA steward because I want to talk with VSEA members about the rights you have if management calls you into an investigative meeting. VSEA members have the right to union representation at any meeting or investigative interview that could lead to disciplinary action against you. Your VSEA contract requires that management has to notify you prior to any investigative meeting about the general nature of why you are being investigated and to inform you about your right to request VSEA representation. Also, you must be provided with an opportunity for meaningful consultation between you and your VSEA representative prior to being questioned. Another scenario occurs when you are questioned about an issue and management has no reason to believe that your statements could be used against you or lead to discipline. In this case, management is not required to notify you of your right to VSEA representative. You can request VSEA representation at any meeting, but in this case, management may deny the request. However, if during this interview it becomes reasonable for the investigator to suspect that your statements may lead to discipline against you, the investigator needs you to suspend questioning until you have the opportunity to obtain VSEA representation. Remember, management still has an obligation to notify you of your right to VSEA representation if at any time your statements may lead to discipline. In both cases, if management fails to properly inform you of your right to union representation when you're being investigated and you are covered under the executive branch contract, the Vermont Labor Relations Board has historically not admitted incriminating statements made by the employee into evidence. Also, if the employee's improperly obtained statement is the sole basis for disciplinary action, the board has rescinded whatever discipline was imposed. Anytime you request VSEA representation before or during an investigative meeting, management may grant your request and delay questioning until you have a union representative. Management could also proceed with the meeting, knowing they run the risk of your statement being inadmissible if discipline is imposed. If management denies your request for union representation and directs you to continue, you have to follow the order and answer the questions. I should pause here to note that VSEA members do not have a right to union representation if you are being given supervisory or performance feedback. These are not considered discipline. So these are VSEA members' key rights when being investigated by management. But before I go, I do want to share one really important last point. When you are under investigation, it is never wise to go into an investigative meeting without union representation. You need to take these meetings seriously because sometimes investigative meetings can result in discipline or termination. Don't think you can go it alone without union representation. You could unknowingly end up creating irreparable damage. If you are told you have a right to union representation, get union representation. VSEA stewards and union representatives are trained to prepare members for investigative meetings and are experienced in mitigating potential issues that may come up. They also provide a level of protection to members from aggressive investigative tactics. Thanks for listening. I hope you never have to refer to this video, but if you do, just remember to get union representation.